Hello, thanks again for joining me. I'm Denmark Dubois Douglas, here to talk once again, about Men's Mental Health Month. And my primary focus is on the optimal health right now of Black men and Black boys. Did an episode yesterday, a couple days ago. Want to continue with that conversation. And let's just jump right into it. 5 helpful tips for Black men seeking mental health care. Black men who find themselves conflicted about whether to seek a professional counselor and are wondering if it's right for them. Here are a few things for you to consider, Black man, parents of young Black boys. You have nothing to prove. Black men who are experiencing psychological and emotional health challenges have nothing to prove to anyone but themselves. Of course, there are obligations to loved ones that must be fulfilled, but prioritizing mental and physical wellness so that you can be more present for those who love and depend on you is essential. That's a big one right there, because we know all men, particularly Black men, particularly Black boys, we always feel that we have something to prove. We never smile. We always have to be stoic and hard, and showing anything other than that is considered a weakness. Which brings me to, and I'm going to get to the other 4 here in a minute, the young Black men, the young Black boys living in certain communities to where there is no other option other than coming out like that and being like that. And many, many times I'm going to use a fictional show that, once again, in my opinion, is the best show ever made. Okay? There's a show called The Wire. And there's a lot of Avons and Marlows and Stringers out there, okay, that are thinking that. Weebays, you know what I mean? Birds, everybody that's thinking, hey man, I'm lucky I didn't even think I was going to see 25. Now you, OG, you coming at me with some mindfulness shit, talking about talking to a therapist. You know, if word gets out, what that's going to make me look like? My enemies, the ops, are going to be targeting me quickly. I ain't got time for all that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. This toxic masculinity, unless, of course, you've already accepted the fact that I'm just a gangster, I suppose, and you want your corners, and that you're willing to gamble with, you're willing to bet the odds on penitentiary, cemetery. I'm heading to one of those 2 spots. There is no retirement plan. That's unfortunate, my young brothers. That's unfortunate. But I roll with E40. So everybody's got choices, right? Hopefully you're making the choice, taking the time that people love you, and you're going to take the time to take care of yourself, one way or the other. Number 2, treatment in all its forms is entirely confidential. If you're thinking that you're going to go to a therapist and they're going to put your business out there on blast and start talking about you and putting your business out there in the street, that's not how it works. Okay? All counselors are ethically bound to maintain the confidentiality of their clients and are subject to losing licensure if they fail to do so. Don't worry about your skeletons. They are safe with your therapist. Number 3, you can pick your mental health professional. In most cases, you can select the professional with whom you feel most comfortable. You feel uncomfortable talking to a woman? Fine. You feel uncomfortable talking to a man? Fine. All right? There's something out there that can fit the bill. Don't just dismiss it because you can't find a particular person that you can work with right off the top. Okay? Number 4, there is no shame in seeking treatment. Sometimes the most courageous gesture is to ask for help. Now, I know men don't ask for help. We figure it out by any means necessary. We don't ask for help. Weak ass, sensitive ass fools ask for help. We'll get lost and turned around 500 times before we ask for help. Number 5, counseling, therapy, and psychiatric treatment are not for quote unquote crazy people. There's a stereotype that needs to be retired once and for all. Counseling is for anyone who wants to speak with a non biased and objective professional in a confidential environment. Non biased, objective. Black folks, black boys, black men. Yeah, you can go and get some advice and get some leadership or get some type of sense of direction from your homies at the barbershop. Okay. But the best advice, the best wisdom that you're going to get, in my humble opinion, is when people can sit and listen. I'm listening to you right now. Can people just shut up and listen? Actively listen. No advice giving. No advice giving. No answer giving. No coming in with your own opinions talking about, well, this is what I would do. Oh man, you should drop that zero, drop that hoe. Man, you can do better out there, but you don't need objective, active listening, non-opinionated. How often do we get that? Huh? Parents, friends, associates, everybody's trying to tell you what to do and how you should do it. Nah, you got the answers within, homie. You got the answers within, young brother. You may need help arriving at those answers, but to say, oh man, if you ask how Denmark would do it, Denmark would tell you how he would do it. Will that work for you? Maybe, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Because we built different. We built differently. We have different chemistry. All right. Remember that. Remember that going forward. Keep these things in mind, keep these concepts in mind. And I know costs and access, those are obstacles, those are barriers to some of my brothers out there. So do the best you can with what you have. If you out there living that gangster life, set aside some of that money to where you can go do some Tony Soprano type shit or something. Find you somebody that you can talk to, that you can put your trust in, that won't try to lead you this way or that way. They have nothing to gain from trying to lead you in a certain direction. All right. In a couple days, who knows? Maybe tomorrow we'll continue with this conversation all about black men and boys gaining optimal mental health. All right. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness, y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Hey, and to all my fathers out there, you know what time it is. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Happy Father's Day. Love. One love.